Good morning, Big Orange Country. I'm Cooper Shimlock. Thank you for joining us this week to talk about our hardworking, successful volunteer sports teams.
And I'm Philip Stalzer. Cooper, you're right. Our sports teams had phenomenal outings this past week and weekend. We'll be diving into football, women's soccer, as well as volleyball.
The Tennessee football team was back at home this Saturday after a hard-fought battle last weekend against the Georgia Bulldogs. This opponent was a little less daunting than the Bulldogs. UAB, the University of Alabama Birmingham, traveled up to Knoxville to receive a not-so-warm welcome from this powerhouse offense, led by quarterback Joey Aguilar and the smothering defense led by Joshua Josephs.
We'll also have an exclusive look at the end of the show today into some on-field access by our own reporter, Kavita Bais, who was able to catch up with some of the players and even Coach Heupel after the game.
To get things started, Joey things, with a 31-yard pass to wide receiver Braylon Staley across the middle for a catch and run to UAB's 25-yard line.
I wonder if UAB's head coach, Trent Dilfer, was able to get that one on video on his phone.
Well, here he's got a touchdown to record. We got 4 plays later to put the points on the board. Aguilar connects with none other than the potential #1 NFL wide receiver next year in the draft, Chris Brazzell. The Vols go up 7-0. The next Tennessee drive, they decide they want to get on the board a little bit faster. Joey Aguilar launches a deep ball into the left corner for Mike Matthews, who makes a magnificent catch over his defender. It gets the Vols out to a 14-0 lead not even 4 minutes into the game. Joey had an unlucky pass that was intercepted after a tipped ball into the air. The Vols were able to bounce back on their closing drive of the first quarter to make it 21-0 after a churning drive by Deshaun Bishop.
The first points of the second quarter by Duke transfer running back Star Thomas for the 1-yard score and the Max Gilbert extra point. Look at that run. Look at him power in there.
That Star Thomas jumps right in there, 28-0.
Finally, UAB had something to cheer about as a pass from Jalen Kitna, son of former NFL quarterback John Kitna, found his receiver Xavier Daisy for 6 after fighting his way into the end zone. The next drive, the Vols snap back and Peyton Lewis turns on the burners for a speedy 32-yard rush into the checkerboards for 6. Before the half comes to a close, the Vols break one more touchdown in with Deshaun Bishop getting his second rushing touchdown of the day, bringing the Vols to take the lead 42-7 at half.
After an always fantastic performance by the Pride of the Southland at halftime, the Vols came back out on the field for the second half. This time, they would be without their quarterback, Joey Aguilar. After UAB put points on the board for the first time, getting a field goal, Dwan Morris comes busting out of the gates with a kickoff return going for a whopping 44 yards to the Vols' 46-yard line. With that great return, the Vols drive the rest of the field with ease, ending the drive with a touch pass to the running back, Star Thomas, number 9, who weaves through the tackles and scampers in for the 17-yard touchdown. The next drive, he's got 2 touchdowns right there, back-to-back possessions, big from him. The next drive for UAB, Kitna was following in his father's footsteps, who threw 175 interceptions. I got that wrong, 165, still a ton. That pick he threw to Andre Turpentine, who jumped the gun to make the play. After Tennessee's punt, Boo Carter comes in and forces 2 fumbles on the same drive. You don't see that every day, with his second one being a peanut punch to Caleb Beasley, who took it to the house for his first touchdown on his own high school head coach, Trent Dilfer. I wonder if he sent a video to his old high school to see that one. UAB ends the third quarter with a 61-yard touchdown pass to cut the Vols' lead from 56-10 to 56-17.
Got a little bit of motion going there a little bit.
Hey, hopefully Trent got a video for the fans.
Hey, maybe for himself. The fourth quarter had limited action from the Vols after taking out the starters, while UAB went for the stat padding and ended up punching in one more touchdown to make the final score 56-24, Vols on top. Tennessee travels down to Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi to take on the red-hot, undefeated Mississippi State Bulldogs at 4:15 p.m. this Saturday. Hopefully the Vols can drown out the sounds of those cowbells and take care of business down there. Cooper, let's spike this football coverage and bump into some volleyball.
The Lady Vols were doing their thing. The volleyball team hosted both Rider University and Kennesaw State University here in Tennessee and swept both teams back-to-back. Big surprise. Their first game against Rider started strong with 9 kills in the first set, ending at 25-13. And leading into the second, from this point, there was no stopping the Lady Vols as they dominated the court. They blazed through the second set and beat out the Riders with a score of 25-18, racking up 12 kills in the process. To finish out the game, the Lady Vols showed the Riders who they were messing with in the final set and ended with a score of 25-11, getting 11 kills along the way. Next up on the chalking block, Kennesaw State. While they put up a fight, the Lady Vols made sure to keep their streak strong by sweeping them with a 3-0 win. The first set was Kennesaw's strongest, but they were no match for our Lady Vols, who beat them 25-22. They started off running with 17 kills and only 4 errors, giving them a powerful lead into the second set. During the second set, the Lady Vols collected 8 kills and 4 errors again. They pulled through into the third with a score of 25-14. The final set was a tense one, with only 2 errors, but 12 kills to Kennesaw's 14, well, that's a win. Regardless of the challenge, our Lady Vols finished with a 25-18 score. This week, the Lady Vols are playing Georgia on Wednesday and South Carolina on Friday. 2 games that everyone will have their eyes on for sure. 2 big SEC matchups. Talk about having your eyes on an important game. Philip, tell us about how the Lady Vols soccer team did this past Thursday.
The Lady Vols took on Missouri and Columbia last Thursday, looking to take care of business after a heartbreaker in the last 2 minutes of the game against a 1-loss Mississippi State team. The game opened up with excitement from the Vols attack. Tennessee does what they do best, and the outside back launches the ball down the field, catching Missouri off guard with senior Jenna Stayart getting a pass from Anaya Robinson into the box to get a shot on goal that clips the far post and trickles out of bounds for the goal kick.
So close.
Yeah, really. With 10 minutes left in the first half, Stayart's hit again because of her great positioning in the box, and chips a defender as her shot on target is deflected by the save and saved by the goalkeeper, Kate Phillips.
I mean, what a play. Look at her just toss it over. Oh, boom. Oh,
nice save, though. Lady Vols continue to test Missouri's keeper as Mac Midgley rips a shot from outside the box, which is tipped by Phillips into the crossbar and over the goal for the save. Another great save. With a minute and a half left in the first half, Missouri defender Shania Spriggs has a costly mistake and loses the ball to the hardworking Stayart, who has a shot on target, saved by Phillips once again. The ball leaks out to Vols' Skylar Miller, who has a go at the goal, which is saved again, but bounces out to Kate Runyon, who finally puts it in the back of the net, give the Vols a 1-0 lead right before the half. A magnificent effort by the Missouri keeper, but it was no match for the persistence of the Lady Vols attack. Towards the start of the second half, Allie Brown looks ahead and absolutely launches the ball to forward Kate Runyon, who completely catches Missouri's defense off guard and is able to slide it past the keeper for her second goal of the day. The Vols end victorious over the Missouri Tigers with a score of 2-0.
Seeing the soccer team dominate this season is something that we can continue to get used to. With that being said, we will run back to football with Kavita.
A big statement at Neyland Stadium this weekend. Tennessee opened its home slate against UAB, and the Vols left no doubt about who was in control. Let's take a look. With a sold-out Neyland, fans watched as the Vols dominated early. Aguilar, backed by a strong run game and a stingy defense, helped Tennessee build a 42-7 halftime lead. Tennessee piled up 510 yards of total offense, scoring touchdowns on 6 of its first 7 possessions. Joey Aguilar opened the game with a perfect 4-of-4 drive, including hitting Chris Brazel on a 19-yard touchdown drive, then connecting with Mike Matthews for a 39-yard strike. Running backs Deshaun Bishop, Peyton Lewis, Star Thomas all found the end zone in the first half. Balance here was the key.
Joey, what I love about him is whether it was good play, good series, bad series, same demeanor coming off on the sideline. He goes and approaches the next play, next series the same way. He's aggressive, but playing smart football. And
Aguilar, who finished 15 of 22 for 218 yards and 3 touchdowns before giving way to backups in the second half. He's showing poise, taking what the defense gives him, making the big throws early, and keeping the offense rolling.
Just learning how to play fast. That was a big adjustment for me, and honestly, still learning. We could be faster, but we're still growing week by week. But I'm super excited where this offense is at right now. I'm excited where I'm at right now, but we could still be better. So.
On the defensive side, UAB could only muster 23 rushing yards all game, marking the lowest total in the Hupel Banks era. Sophomore DB Boo Carter had a career day with multiple TFLs and forced fumbles. Caleb Beasley scooped one and returned it 23 yards for a touchdown.
The main thing, just keep the main thing is go out there and execute and do our job. It's going to be a great environment. Every road game in the SEC is awesome to play in.
This wasn't just a win. It was a blueprint. Aguilar showed leadership, calm under pressure, committed to growing and holding himself and his offense accountable. If this performance is any indication, the Vols are rolling into SEC play with belief, momentum, and something to prove as they look to take on Mississippi State next Saturday.
A win is a win, and it's hard to get wins, so we're going to obviously celebrate it and embrace it, but we could definitely be a lot better than what we were out there for sure.
Well, I'm here at Neyland Stadium where the Tennessee Volunteers took on UAB after a heavy, tough loss against Georgia last week. The final score of today's game was 56-24. I'm Kavita Bais, reporting for the Rocky Top Rundown.
Thank you, Kavita, for that great on-the-field access. And what a spectacular week from our athletes. Let's keep that trend going forward for the rest of this week. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Rocky Top Rundown. I'm Philip.
And I'm Cooper. We will see you soon. You know what they say.
Give me a V. Give me an O. Give me an L. Give me an S. VOLS. Go Vols, go!